When I was about rounding off from high school, I began to nurse ambition of how I could become the president of Nigeria. And I sought for ways to actualize that ambition. Good afternoon, beloved people of God. Once again, I'm back to continue to share my story with you. And as we said at the last episode, how when I was about rounding off from high school, I began to nurse ambition of how I could become the president of Nigeria. And I sought for ways to actualize that ambition. And I realized very quickly that the best way to do that was to join the military. And in so doing, I sought for admission into the Nigerian Defense Academy of the 26th Regular Combatant Course in 1979. My father didn't want to hear anything about military or talk more or less of joining. And so he insisted that I was not going, but I was hell-bent on going. I had this drive for power, and I figured the greatest power then in Nigeria would be to sit in the office of the president. And so I took the entrance examination to the Nigerian Defense Academy. And then it used to be very, very competitive. They used to take 8 people from each state. And then we had the old Anambra state that comprised of Enugu and Anambra. And by God's grace, I was one of the people that were shortlisted for interview, and I had to travel to Kaduna by rail. The first time that I traveled on rail, because my father didn't want to give me money, so the little money I had, I used it to go by rail to Kaduna for the interview. And the interview process took some weeks, and you have to undergo some rigorous exercises. And then I remember that the chairman of the board of interview was Brigadier General Jamie Bewon. And I was actually, you're supposed to be 18 before you are enlisted, but I was short of 18. When I walked into the interview room, the way the rectangular shaped table and the officers were sitting back there, and then they sit in front. So when I came and I greeted them, I sat down, and they screamed and shouted at me, "Clan, who told you to sit down? Will you get up?" And I got up, and then they were going through my file furiously. And one of them noted that this clan is underage, so I should get up. And somehow the chairman of the board, Jamie Bewon, I don't know if I would say if he took a liking or if he liked my confidence, because I didn't seem bothered with all their shouting and screaming. In the first instance, my dad didn't want me to be there, so it's not like it's a must thing for me, like it is with most people. So he said, no, they should allow me, and they interviewed me, the interview process, and I exhibited a lot of confidence and courage, which I noted that the man was quite happy with my interview. So I somehow felt that I would scale through. And by God's grace, at the end of the whole exercise, I was one of the 8 people that was chosen from the old Anambra State to attend the 26th regular course. And in my next episode, I'll be sharing with us my experience in the Nigerian Defense Academy, where I sought to be president, and how I wanted to actualize that. Thank you very much, and God bless you.
Okay, people. Henry wanted to become the president of Nigeria by joining the Nigerian Army. What was he planning to do? At some point in the future, plan a coup. In the process, probably kill other officers, maybe hundreds of other ranks in the army, just kill them and emerge the president of this country. Let us find out if he will succeed. You see, this story is getting interesting. But see, underlining what Henry is saying is that God has a hand in whatever is happening in your life. God knows what is good for you. God knows what is bad for you. But see, that interview process, God planted a man there to help him. Man is still alive. Major General David Jembewan was once governor of the old Oyo State, to help the helpless. May God plant destiny helpers in your own way when you will need them too. We will continue the story of Henry, but please do not forget to subscribe to this channel. Subscribe so that whatever we post, you are the first person to see it. Help what God is doing by forwarding this video to your friends. Let us encourage other people. Thank you very much.